Good morning, guys. Good morning, girls, because there are only girls nowadays.
Morning. Morning.
Okay, well, let's start with the class. This class is apparently going to start early. Finish early because we don't have that much material of this unit left. And then next week, we're going to have a review of the whole unit 3 to prepare for the exam. Okay, I'm going to share the screen to continue where we stopped last week. No, last class. I'm sorry, it's too early. Okay, and this was the last thing we did. Remember, the topic is about movies. So we are now continuing to almost finish with the 8.3. Okay, so it says, look at the sentences in exercise 4A. Who is asking for a recommendation? And who is giving a recommendation? Okay, so you already have these questions. That was the last thing we did in the last class. So tell me, guys, girls. No, Alejandro is already here, so he's a boy. I was gonna say that. We're still girls. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me then, which of the questions are a recommendation? Well, asking for a recommendation.
Good morning, teacher.
Morning. Here, let me.
¿En cuál parte, Miss? ¿En 4A?
Yeah, let me show you the answer so you have a reference. Here, these are the questions and sentences. Which of these sentences are asking for a recommendation?
The first one.
The first
First one,
Okay, another one.
third one,
Let me
The third.
think so we can identify it.
I maybe.
Wait.
I.
Okay, I'm gonna the first one, the third one,
the five,
the fifth. Ask you how could number 5 be asking for a recommendation?
because it's asking if she or he or whatever know about that movie.
Okay, it could be, right? We need to know more of the context in order for us to know this, but just by looking at the sentences, we can say that maybe they are. Now, who is giving a recommendation, not asking?
The third one. How about gravity?
Also, the five could be. As you say, Miss, it's all about the context.
I think that if you don't remember, this was a conversation about, they were talking about, one was asking for a recommendation and the other one was offering the options and that. And this one, how about gravity? It was this person offering or suggesting this movie. So I think it's more like a recommendation rather than asking for it. Sorry. And same happens with the happy-go-lucky. So probably only the first one is asking for a recommendation. Okay. But now going back to the conversation, I'm gonna play it again, and I want you to tell me what are the sentences that the one asking for the recommendation is using, and what are the sentences that the one given the recommendation is using, okay? You don't have to write it down. This is just for practice and listening. So it's just like to practice. It's too early, I know. Okay. Let me change. Okay. No, it's not.
Unit
It's not. Wait. Here it is. Just identify
Unit
which
8.
of this.
Recording S8.7.
Just identify who is asking and who is giving the recommendation. What are the sentences that the one asking is using, and what are the sentences that the one given is using? Okay.
7. Conversation 1.
And we had a great time. Hey, Phil. Yeah? I have a long train journey next week. I'm off to Edinburgh. Can you recommend a good movie for the journey?
Let me think. What kind of movies do you like?
Well, action movies and dramas, that kind of thing.
How about Gravity?
Oh, that movie with who's in it?
Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. It's very good.
I don't really like sci-fi movies.
I don't either, but this one is good. It has a lot of drama and the acting is great. Sandra Bullock is amazing.
What's it about? It's two astronauts. That's right?
Yes, it's about two astronauts and they have an accident in space and they try to get back home. That's all, but it's fantastic. The photography is great. I think you'd like it.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
No problem.
Conversation 2. Hey, Clara, can you recommend a good movie?
At home or at the movie theater?
At home.
What kind of movies do you like?
Different kinds. Comedies, dramas, romantic movies.
Do you want a new movie?
No, it can be new or old.
What about Let the Right One In? It's kind of a love story.
I saw that on TV last year. It's more of a horror movie. I don't really like horror movies.
Let me think. Do you know Happy Go Lucky?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's a comedy, but also a drama. I really liked it. And I laughed a lot.
What's it about?
It's about a teacher in London. Her name's Poppy. She's really kind to everyone and she's always happy. It's about her life. She takes driving lessons and there are problems at her school. And anyway, I think you'd like it.
Sounds good. Who's in it?
I don't know their names, but the actress playing Poppy is fantastic.
Okay, thanks. I'll try it.
Okay, tell me guys now. What of the sentences were said by the one asking for the recommendation?
Pues the first one,
Mm-hmm.
you recommend a good movie. What kind of movies do you like?
Was that given? I don't think so. Las oraciones que usó, the ones that were used, the person asking for the recommendation.
Oh.
What sentences?
Third one, maybe. Third one. How about Gravity? Porque le está diciendo, y esta, ¿te gustaría la de Gravity?
Ajá. Entonces es la que está, es el que está recomendando. He's the one recommending. Try to remember what other sentences were used by the person asking for the recommendation.
For the first conversation, I think it's only the first one.
Okay. Well, let's go one by one. What kind of movie do you like? Who said it? The one recommending or the one asking?
The one recommending.
Okay, number 3.
The one recommending.
I don't really like sci-fi movies.
As the person
Me asking for recommendation.
Asking. Do you know Happy Go Lucky?
The one recommending,
The one recommending. What's it about?
The asking.
asking for recommendation,
Who's in it?
asking for
Ask-
recommendation,
And I think you'd like it.
The
the one
recommend.
recommended.
Very
Recommend.
good. Okay, good. Now let's go to the next part. Let me just change. So it says, we're gonna go here. And here we are asking for a recommendation and giving a recommendation. These are phrases. The examples in here are of movies and books. So these are ways we can ask for something, like when we need a recommendation. Can you recommend a good, or can you recommend a movie? Can you recommend an interesting, can you recommend an interesting movie? Can you recommend a good book? So the adjective, it's up to you, right? Can you recommend an interesting or good, or we can use no adjectives and it's good. I mean, at the end, we're just asking for recommendations. And well, now then we can give opinions, right? We can give our likes and dislikes. I really like romantic movies. I really like sci-fi books. I love horror movies. I hate musicals, and that's so the person can have an idea of what kind of recommendations he or she can give us. What's it about? We can ask, this is like a preview, like the trailer. Since we are not watching the trailer, we can hear it by the other person. What's it about? And who's in it? Sometimes it's good to know the actors so we can get an idea of if the movie is going to be interesting or not. Here, giving a recommendation. If you're the one giving it, not asking it, we can ask this information. What kind of movies do you like? What kind of books do you like? And then you can give a suggestion by saying, oh, I think you will like this. Go Robert, for example. Or I think you like it. How about X-Men? What about A Tale of Two Cities? Or do you know X-Men? Or do you know, because these are like sagas, so they have many movies. And it's about, and then start giving a little description, a short description of the movie or the book. Okay, now let's go to this exercise, and it says, read the conversation and correct 6 mistakes. Let's do it together. So it says in the first one, do you recommend a good movie? This person could be a question. For example, if I ask to someone, oh, do you recommend movies? And then she could say no, or she could say yes. By looking at the second sentence, it means that the question is not a yes, no question. So what is a mistake in the first one? Gracie, you were a little phrase I couldn't understand. Can you repeat?
¿Qué me dijo?
Que estabas como congelada en ese momento.
En lo de Jim le encuentro que dice what kind of movies do you. No dice do you.
Ajá, ok, pero te me adelantaste. We're in the first, te me adelantaste, sorry. We're in the first one.
And the first one, en vez de do, it's can, ¿no? Can you recommend?
Ajá. Yes. Pudiera ser do, sí, pero en este contexto, en ese caso, si fuera do, la respuesta de abajo tendría que ser yes, I do, o no, I don't. Entonces, aquí dice, can you recommend? And the other person is asking for more information, right? What kind of movies do you like? Okay, the person says action movies mostly, and I really like comedies. Do we have a mistake in this one?
Could be, I don't really like comedies.
Why?
I don't think that sentence have a mistake.
It's good like this, but it could be, I mean, negative, but I don't get it why. ¿Por qué pudiera ser negativa, Evelyn?
Porque, por ejemplo, yo dijera, oh, mentiras. O sea, de principio solo dice action movies, mostly, and I really like comedies. Pudiera ser I like or I really like or I love action movies mostly, and I don't like comedies or I really don't
Uh-huh.
like comedies.
Yeah, it could be. But I think that both of
Like
the
that.
sentences are good.
Well,
Okay, next.
it could be negative, uh, as Evelyn say,
Uh-huh.
for the reason that, okay, I don't like this type of movie, so please don't give me nothing
Uh-huh.
about it.
Yeah, it could be. You know, when are we gonna to know it? At the end. Al final vamos a ver if we have all the 6 mistakes, it means that it was positive both. But if we're missing one, it's probably that it was negative.
Miss,
Yes.
disculpe que la interrumpa. ¿Me podrá aceptar en mi computadora? Es que no me prendía y entré desde el teléfono.
Deja de ver.
Por favor.
¿Me parece tu solicitud? ¿Apenas la vas a enviar?
Sí, ahí ya la acabo de mandar.
Ok. Yeah.
Gracias.
You're welcome. Okay, next Jim says, do you know it? Rush hour.
No va ahí.
Very good. Good job. Do you know rush hour? No, I don't. Who's on it? What about this one?
It's okay.
There's a
I
little mistake.
guess it's instead on, it's in.
It's in. Who's in it? Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. What it's about? Is there a mistake in this one?
Oh, yes, it is. What's it about? No, what's it?
Es al revés. Yes, es al revés. What is it? Or what's it about? What is it about? Or what's it about? Okay, Jackie Chan is a detective and he comes to New York to help a friend. It sounds interesting. I think you like it. Look at the last one. Tell me what is missing.
¿Faltaría
It
algún?
will be youth
Youth.
of future, I think.
Yes, apostrophe D, the would, right? I think you'd like it. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What does this mean? That this sentence was good. I mean, that it was a negative, this part. Okay, questions about this?
Profe, ¿eso lo tenemos que copiar o nomás?
No.
Ah, ok.
Okay, I will erase it and go back to the last page we were. So here it says, learn to link words to speak faster. What does this mean? ¿Qué significa esto? Learn to link words to speak faster. Que aprendamos with literally link. ¿Qué es link? Like join, right? Link words to speak faster, to sound more natural. Es muy común que a veces nosotros mismos, si vemos en un escrito, por ejemplo, apostrophe D, lo leamos como would. Pero si está apostrophe D, se pronuncia como D. Por ejemplo, I like. Si lo estoy viendo en un texto y lo tengo que leer, pues lo tengo que leer como I'd like. Muchos de ustedes, o no sé si ustedes, no, pero me ha tocado mucho en grupos que lo leen como would. Sí, apostrophe D es would, pero si te lo están mostrando como D, es para que lo pronuncies como do, I'd like. Lo mismo pasa con todo tipo de auxiliares que se contraen. Entonces, para hablar un poco más fluido o un poco más rápido, existen todo este tipo de contracciones en el vocabulario, en words. So we need to practice and try to speak them with all of these contractions, hablarlas con estas contracciones que nos muestran. Well, it says, read the flow chart and complete from 1 to 6 with 2 words in each space. Listen and check your answers. Antes de ir a escuchar, vamos a tratar de contestarlo by our own, and then we're gonna listen to, to check the answers, okay? So, in number 1, what is missing?
You
Can you recommend?
recommend
Can you recommend? Can you recommend? Let me think. What do you think goes here, number 2?
I'm not sure, but it could be, what about Unstoppable? Do you?
All right, let me, wait, let me just move this. Oh, sorry. Can you recommend a good action movie? Okay, and the other person says, let me think. Can you recommend Unstoppable? Is that what you said?
No. What about?
What about? Do you all agree? What about Unstoppable? Do you what?
Do you watch it?
Do you watch it? ¿Qué significa do you watch it?
Que si la viste.
No, do is present.
No sé.
Do you watch it? ¿La ves? Cuando hablamos de experiencias, para preguntar sobre experiencias, we use have you watched it, pudiera ser. Pero aquí tengo do you. Entonces,
Do you like it? Era do you like it, creo.
Do you like it? Ok, no se estresen, ok. Solo voy a poner las opciones, luego vamos a escuchar y corregir en caso de. Then it says, no, I don't think so. What's what?
What's about it? I think in the third one, instead, do you like it? It could be, do you saw it?
No puede ser saw.
Saw?
Saw es past tense y el do es present tense. No podemos combinar el do con el past. Don't get stressed. Let's keep reading. Well, it's about 2 guys on a train, and the train is traveling fast into a city and it can't stop. Sounds good. Who's what?
Who's in it?
In it? Denzel Washington and Chris Pine. Oh, I like Denzel Washington. I enjoy it a lot. I think you what?
You like it.
You like it. Very exciting. Now we're gonna listen. Ahora vamos a escuchar. So maybe we can check our answers.
Unit 8, recording S8.9. Can you recommend a good action movie?
Let me think. How about Unstoppable? Do you know it?
No, I don't think so. What's it about?
Well, it's about 2 guys on a train, and the train is traveling fast into a city, and it can't stop.
Sounds good. Who's in it?
Denzel Washington and Chris Pine.
Oh, I like Denzel Washington.
I enjoyed it a lot. I think you'd like it. It's very exciting.
Okay, so do we have something to correct?
Number 3.
Yes. You must know it. Do you know it?
Do you know it? And number 2, is it correct like this?
Yes.
Listen. Wait.
Unit 8, recording. Can you recommend a good action movie?
Let me think. How about
How?
Unstoppable. Do you know it?
Okay, so,
It's not what, it's how.
how about? How about? And the rest of it. Number 4, is it correct like this?
Do you know it?
No, I don't think so. What's it about?
Well, it's a
Al revés.
It's
What's
Number
it
4.
about?
What's it about? What's it about? Okay, and it finishes like this. So when we are having a conversation about movies, common questions like asking for information about a movie, information of a movie is common, or giving a little description, a little trailer of the movie is also common. And we'll talk about the actors in the movie is also a common part. Okay, let me erase it. And let's see what's next. It says word linking can help you speak in sound more natural. Remember, you can link the consonant at the end of one word and the vowel. For example, I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. Este tipo de frases que se leen como si fueran una sola. I enjoyed it a lot. No decimos I enjoyed it a lot. We don't separate them. We just say, we just connect them. We link them. I enjoy it a lot. Okay. Now it says, look at the sentences and draw the links between the words. Vamos a ahora identificar cuáles de estas oraciones. Let me just, ojalá que sí se llenen los espacios. Sí. Ok, vamos ahora a identificar cuáles palabras hacen link. Que se leen como una sola a pesar de que están separadas. Vamos al primer recuadro. It says, can you recommend a good movie, a good action movie? Can you recommend a good action movie? ¿Cuál de estas palabras o oraciones se hacen link? Se leen como si fuera
Can
una
you?
sola. ¿Cuál?
Can you?
Can you? Okay, could be can you? Can you recommend a good movie? ¿Cuál otra? What about recommend?
Sounds good.
Ah, sí, pero vamos en la primera apenas. Can you recommend a good movie? Recommenda. Se lee igual como si fuera una sola palabra. Can you recommend recommenda. Can you recommend a good movie? A good action movie? Okay, but let's go to the second one. Let me think. How about unstoppable? Do you know it? Aquí, ¿cuál otra palabra está linked?
About
How about también se lee como una sola. How about, another one?
Let
you
me
know it?
Know it, también. Know it. Do you know it? Es como si fuera una sola. Know it. Y en realidad son dos. Know it. You know it? Okay, no, I don't think so. What's it about?
I don't.
I don't. Okay, I don't. No, I don't. Yo creo que ahí sí se separa. I don't. Sí se leen como dos. I don't think so. What's it about?
What's it about?
What's it about? What's it? What's it?
What's it?
Ajá, what's it? Se lee como si fuera una sola, right? Se conecta. What's it about? Okay, next one. Well, it's about two guys on a train, and the train is traveling fast into a city, and it can stop. Tenemos aquí alguna link phrase. It's about two guys on a train, and the train is traveling fast into a city, and it can stop. Here, probably each word is pronounced itself. Fine. Let's go to the next one. Sounds good, isn't it? Creo que alguien ya lo había mencionado anteriormente, pero apenas íbamos en la primera. So, in number 5.
Yo.
Pues in it, right? In it se lee como si fuera una sola. In it. Y en realidad son dos. Pues in it. In it.
Miss,
Yes.
Me está fallando un chorro el internet y estoy con datos.
Ajá.
Ahorita que agarre el internet, me conecto bien, ¿ok?
Okay.
Thank you.
Next, it says Denzel Washington and Chris Pine. Pues aquí igual, no tanto, no se hace tanto link. Y luego dice, oh, I like Denzel Washington. I enjoyed it a lot. Ya la vimos esta. I enjoyed it a lot. I think you'd like it. It's very interesting. Ok. Esto simplemente es para identificar que no tenemos que leer todas las palabras como que una por una. Va a haber palabras que se van a conectar y va a aparecer una sola. Entonces, this will make our speaking a little bit more fluent. Now it says, working pairs and write 10 keywords. No, we're not gonna write anything, don't worry. Let's go to the practice of speaking. It says, recommend one of your favorite movies or a movie you saw recently. For example, one of my favorite movies is, I saw it last week, I saw it last year, or I have seen it many times. And then someone else can ask questions about the movie. So who wants to start? Who wants to start? Who wants to talk a little bit about his or her favorite, yeah, about your favorite movie? You, Evelyn? What's your favorite movie?
Yes. My favorite movie it's Barfi.
Okay, what's it about?
It's about it's actually a Indian movie, and there's a guy. He has ay, no sé cómo se dice en inglés, pero es sordomudo.
Okay, is deaf mute.
Okay.
Deaf mute.
Si me lo pudiera escribir en el chat para saberlo leer, porque no tenía ni idea. Por favor, Sote. Muchas gracias. And he fell in love of a girl, and they made couple, and then they can't be together, so they met another girl. And for their culture, at the end of the movie, and the tree terminan casados, los tres.
They get married.
Los tres se casan. Sí, the three of them.
What is the name of the movie you say, Barefoot?
Barfi. There's on Netflix, actually, if you want to watch it.
Can
it's
you
better
spell it
than I telling you.
Okay. Who's in it?
Ay, no me sé sus nombres porque como le digo es como una película de, o sea, es completamente de ahí ya, entonces no sé cuál es el nombre de
It's a
los
foreign
actores,
movie.
como
It's not an American movie.
Ajá, it's not American movie, it's
Ya la busqué y están súper raros los nombres.
sí. Te los juro que está bien padre. It's very and it's actually very funny because he is so happy and so very funny.
I have seen
this is a very fun fact. One of the girls, it's Priyanka Chopra. Priyanka Chopra,
yeah.
It's the wife of
Nick Jonas.
Nick, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the only one I know. I'm looking at the poster, and yeah. And Indian movies, not, I don't know movies, but Bollywood is called this. All this is like Hollywood, but it's Bollywood. They have very like soap operas to fictional. I hope the movie is not like that. Okay.
It's very, very funny and
it's a comedy.
Emotional.
Is it a comedy?
Kind of.
Okay. It says it's a comedy drama. Okay, good. Thank you, Evelyn. Okay, someone else who wants to talk a little bit about their favorite movies? Nobody? Okay. Let me take attendance and let's see if someone else wants to talk about it. Acosta Navarro. Andalón Insunza.
Here.
Angulo Espinosa.
Miss, creo que Cristina avisó que le estaba fallando el internet.
Let me check. I don't know. She didn't tell me anything.
Nos avisó a nosotros. Pero como no lo tengo agregada, no sé, no estoy muy segura si fue ella, creo que sí.
Ok. Cabrera Caño. Cedi Ibarra.
Here.
Escarrega Alcántar.
Here.
Espinosa Podaca. Juárez Romero.
Present.
Llano Medina.
Here.
Magaña Burgueño.
Here.
Meras Robles. Montaño Morales.
Here.
Noriega Torres.
Here.
Ramos Rodríguez. Sala Cervantes. Sánchez Archuleta.
I'm here.
Tequida Vega.
Here.
Velarde Gutiérrez. Do you know
¿Qué
something?
comes, Gracie?
Fruta con lecherita.
It's too early. Para la lecherita, digo yo, ¿no? Pero ok. Bueno, thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna see you next week. Okay? Bye. No hicimos el hoy, pero vamos a
Bye.
subir los de la clase pasada.
T-shirt.
No vamos a
Ah,
subir
ok.
nada entonces hoy.
La clase pasada hicimos un
ok.
ejercicio. Tengo entendido que sí, ¿no?
Sí, sí hicimos.
Ajá.
Sí.
Yes, yes.
Van a subir
Teacher,
la clase pasada. Dime.
Angulo, no sé si le dijeron, pero Angulo Espinosa no tiene internet, por eso no entró a la
Entonces,
clase.
sí.
Ok, dile que me mande mensaje, por favor.
Ah, ok, muy bien.
Thank you, teacher. Bye bye. Have a nice
Chao.
day.